Hello again, and welcome back to the Kezia Hinds Show. I am Kezia, and thank you so much for joining me. So, this week I am recording under a tree in Rundle Park. So, it is one of Edmonton's beautiful green spaces. So, you might hear a little wind in the background. There is a squirrel behind me. Also, children playing behind me and families gathered. And that's just the sound of being present. I was led here today and I am glad I was because Rundle Park is alive today with a very special event in honor of the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. I'm here with family, artists, community members, all gathered in remembrance, solidarity, and hope. And I had the honor of meeting someone truly remarkable. Her name is Monica Rain, and she is a residential school survivor. Monica now uses her creative gifts to educate and heal.
And my children and I designed this shirt. The 5 little kids represent my children that are still living at home. And all the hearts that are between the children are my adult children that are not living at home. My son, who was 12 at the time, wanted all the children facing backwards. And I asked, why are the children facing backwards? And he said, Mom, because all the kids need to keep going forward and not turn back and keep going forward, because it's a time for change and it's a time to let the past go and to look forward to the future.
She spoke about moving forward without forgetting and how reclaiming her voice was a powerful act of resistance.
I don't want to carry that anymore because it's in my past. And for me to have my children go to school and come home, I'm the first in my generation for my children to go to school and come home. And,
there was something deeply grounded about hearing her speak right here, right in nature, surrounded by trees that have witnessed history, a living, breathing reminder of why we gather on this day. So let's take a moment to remember what today is all about. Orange Shirt Day, recognized every September 30th, grew out of the story of Phyllis Webstad. On her very first day at a residential school, her new orange shirt, gifted to her by her grandmother, was taken away. That act came to symbolize the stripping away of identity, dignity, and family connections from Indigenous children. This day is about acknowledging that truth and the thousands of stories like it. It is also about honoring the children who never made it back home and standing beside survivors, their families, and their communities. There were over 140 federally run residential schools in Canada, operating from 1867 to 1996. Institutions that attempted to erase Indigenous cultures, languages, and traditions. The damage was deep, and we're still living in the aftermath, but so are survivors, and many, like Monica, who are leading the way in healing and truth telling. So let's talk about what I'm wearing, because every part of this outfit was chosen with intention. I am wearing my orange Edmonton Oilers t-shirt, orange for Orange Shirt Day, and Oilers to represent home and reconnection. Over that, I have my black bondage denim jacket paired with black denim pants, what I am calling my take on the Canadian tuxedo. And the black is for mourning for the lives lost, the families broken, and on my feet, I have white Air Forces, white representing purity and the hope of moving forward with clean hands and open hearts. Around my neck is a necklace I got from my uncle Ian in Guyana. He is Rastafarian and he's a carpenter and just someone who embodies resilience and creativity. Let's not forget the pins that I am wearing. So I do have SpongeBob, Minecraft, Betty Boop, symbols from different times, different styles, different stories, and yet they live together here side by side, just like the world we are trying to create. A world that doesn't just tolerate differences, but celebrates it. And right in the center of it all, an orange pin, one that simply says, "Every child matters." I got these pins from Hand Press Canada. And I want to pause on every child matter. Every child. It's getting cold, so my voice is trembling, and even more so at this point, because it's not just your child, not just mine, not just the ones that look like us or pray like us or even speak the same language as us. All of the children matter. This is where advocacy begins. Oh, it is easy to fight for our own children, to stand up at school, at board meetings, to post on social media, to call for better resources. And yes, do all of that, keep doing all of that. But real advocacy, it means standing up for the children that we don't know, the ones whose names we don't hear, the ones who have already been failed by the system. It means asking hard questions about how we treat Indigenous children in care, children with disabilities, racialized children, and children navigating gender and identity, even kids who come from trauma. It means choosing policies that will protect them. And it also means believing in our survivor. It means funding services. It means educating ourselves and then teaching others, because children are watching us. They're learning from how we respond or don't respond. And like I always say, children learn what they live. Let us move forward with purpose. Let us move forward with care and accountability. And most importantly, let us move forward together. So I want to close this episode today with an affirmation from my book, 111 Positive Thoughts. Give yourself grace. And I really hope it speaks to you wherever you are. And it says, "I am strong and I am resilient." Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I'll see you again next Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Thank you for holding space for truth and reconciliation and for all children. Remember, be kind to yourselves and kind to others. See you and take care. Bye.